Lady Louise Windsor could take up royal role as Sophie, letting her make own decision. Lady Louise Windsor could take up a royal role when she turns 18, as her parents Prince Edward and Sophie, Countess of Wessex, are letting her make her own decision. More attention has been shown on Edward and Sophie since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped down as senior royals, getting more recognition for the work they have been doing for years. What's more, since Prince Philip's funeral in April, there has also been more interest in the couple's two children, Lady Louise Windsor, 17, and James, Viscount Severn, 13. While they are both entitled to HRH titles, Sophie and Edward decided against styling them with royal titles when they were born. Instead, they have titles associated with the children of an earl. In an interview last year, Sophie said it is possible Louise and James may want to become working royals. She said she thinks it is unlikely, but it is ultimately their decision. She told the Sunday Times, "We try to bring them up with the understanding they are very likely to have to work for a living. Hence we made the decision not to use HRH titles. They have them and can decide to use them from 18, but I think it's highly unlikely." Sophie added that she would like to see Louise go to university, but again, it would be her decision. She said, "I wouldn't force her, but if she wants to. She's quite clever, so I think probably, whereas James the First don't know." Edward went to Cambridge University and then pursued a career in entertainment, while Sophie trained as a secretary at West Kent College, Tunbridge, before going into public relations. Both Edward's brothers, Prince Charles and Prince Andrew, enjoyed a career in the armed forces before becoming royals full-time, whereas his sister Princess Anne became a full-time royal as soon as she left school. Louise's cousins Prince William and Prince Harry followed the armed forces to royal service pathway, while Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, Peter Phillips and Zara Tindall have all pursued their own careers. Pod Save the Queen is hosted by Ann Gripper and features Daily Mirror royal editor Russell Myers. Mr. Myers emphasized that the decision will be ultimately down to Louise herself. He said, "Sophie has been doing her role diligently for the past couple of decades and only now is possibly getting the recognition that she deserves. And Edward is a very popular figure. I think the children won't necessarily have a front and center role to play within royal life, but Sophie said recently that that would be their decision to make, wouldn't it, once they come to a certain age. So I think you'll see a lot more of the Wessexes coming out in future months." Louise turns 18 in November, but does not finish school until next summer. She will have a big decision on her hands, whether to take up her HRH titles and whether to pursue her own career or dedicate her life to royal service. Sophie and Edward have made sure to keep their children's life quite private since they were born, only appearing at a handful of royal events per year. Sophie said, "They go to regular school. They go to friends for sleepovers and parties. Of course, regular school for royals means two of the top independent schools in the country." The Countess added, "At weekends, we do lots of dog walking and stay with friends. I guess not everyone's grandparents live in a castle, but where you are going is not the important part, or who they are. When they are with the Queen, she is their grandmother." Sophie also revealed that Edward is a very hands-on father, who helps her with everyday chores like cooking, and insisted their life is very normal. She said, "Edward is very good at barbecues, and the children love those. He takes our son fishing, does a lot of riding with our daughter. He is very engaged as a father." grandmother. Sophie also revealed that Edward is a very hands-on father, who helps her with everyday chores like cooking, and insisted their life is very normal. She said, "Edward is very good at barbecues, and the children love those. He takes our son fishing, does a lot of riding with our daughter, he is very engaged as a father."